Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your lower body burner workout. In this workout, we're gonna work the entire lower body and core. We're gonna be getting legs, glutes, hips, inner, outer thighs, and all of those core muscles. And we're gonna be using a variety of equipment. So if you have them, we'll use mini loop bands, dumbbells, and kettlebells. If you don't have all of that, just use what you've got or keep it body weight. Of course, I'm gonna give you lots of different options to work to your fitness level. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's start just by marching, moving our bodies. You can pump those arms. We're gonna get a few little mobility things right here just to get the blood flowing and get our body moving, get our body's core temperature up. But the way this workout is gonna work, let's go ahead and roll those hips right here, is that our very first circuit is gonna be 5 minutes of body weight and or your mini loop band. So that is going to be more of a warm up. Obviously, if you're using your bands, let's add a little side lunge to it right through here. If you're using your mini bands, we're gonna get a good little burn with it as well, but it's gonna be activation, it's gonna be engagement, it's gonna be prepping our body to add the weights. So the way this workout works is we're just gonna work in timed blocks. So you don't have to worry about, let's take it right here, hold it here, shift your weight, reach and reach. So you don't have to worry about intervals. We're going to be doing a 5-minute block of that warm up, of that mobility, body weight, and or band. Let's take it right here. We're gonna squat it, and then we're gonna hinge it. So drive those hips to the back, right here. Squat and hinge right through here. So we'll start with that, and then we're gonna go 10 minutes on the clock. We're gonna have some very back to basics, your squats, your lunges, your deadlifts, things that I want you to go heavy on. So I'm gonna give you some parameters with that. If you can, hold the squat down, kind of shift side to side, open up those hips, extend it up right through here into that hinge, or hands right here, whatever feels best for you. So I'm gonna give you some options of how to make things tougher. Slowly roll it up right here, and let's do some little hamstring curls. So I'll give you a rep range if you can go as heavy as you can. We're gonna start with some of those lower reps, but if you're still not feeling it or you're not feeling completely fatigued, you're not completely, but in a way that really gets those legs working through that particular exercise, I'm gonna give you some options to slow it down, to do some tempo or 1.5 sets in a way to make it tougher. So that middle block of 10 minutes is where we go heavy. That's our back to basics. Then we'll take it with some core using your band and body weight again for 5 minutes. And then we will finish with all body weight, but high reps, muscle endurance. All right, so we're gonna get that burn, but we're gonna get it in a lot of different ways. All right, team, so we're gonna start. If you have the mini band, probably wanna go with something with either a tighter or thicker resistance. And we're gonna start with it between our ankles. Now, if you don't have the band, I just want you to go through the motion. You'll still get the activation, you'll still get the mobility, but we're gonna step side to side. So we got 5 minutes on the clock right here. Step it out wide, little squat, and here. So you're down and up. So again, the idea here is to increase range of motion, to activate and engage those muscles that we're really gonna be working. We're also gonna get more of that lateral movement and those smaller inner, outer, glutes, hips with the band than maybe we normally do. But we're gonna get it moving before we add the heavy weights. Again, if you don't have the band, don't worry. Right here, one side, you're gonna stay low. We're just gonna tap out and in, out and in. So you're trying to stay at least in that little half squat. 4 more right here. 3, a little burn, right? And then we're gonna go quick, out, in, out, in. Yes, you can. I know it's a good burn. 4, 3, 2, good. Bring it up right here. Step it out and in. So other side. I know you only got a second to stand up out of it. So a little half squat if you can. Tapping out very controlled. Activate those outer thighs, those abductors. Stay low. Quick taps. Here we go. Out, in. Really push through that resistance through those hips. So you're not leaning into it, you're really pushing out. Stay low. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and breathe. I know, right? Whoo. Shake it out. Also gets that heart rate up. Right here, we're gonna turn to the side. Now we're gonna tap it back. Tap back and up. So I want you to stay wide with it. Now, if you don't have the band, if you wanna take it to more of a lunge, you can drop it down, that works too. Right here, just squeeze in the glutes. Again, we're moving towards the back. 2 minutes down, 3 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. I want you to drop a low in that front leg, and we're gonna tap in and out, in and out. I like to pump the arms. If you need to be a little higher, if you're feeling that too much, we're halfway there. Can we go quick ones right here? Stay low. Up. Tap it in. Yes, this front leg is working, but this one isn't just here. It's really pushing back through the glute. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then hold it here. We're gonna lift and lower. Now, if you need a little balance, grab onto that wall, soft bend in both knees, core engaged. Squeeze, I know. 3 minutes down. 4, squeeze, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out right here. Ooh. Turn to that other side. I know it's hard to tell which one is hurting more. Right here, here we go. Tap it back and in. This is your slow one, and I want you to stay on that nice wide stance, right? You don't have to be here. Keep it wide. Train jacks, just like we would do on a lunge. Breathe. Quick ones, here we go. Tap. And again, even though this one you're pushing into, this one is not just going through the motions, we're actually pushing towards the back against that band. 4, 3, 2, little lift right here, up and down. Again, balance if you need to. Yes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe. Stretch it out, shake it out, move that band above your knees if you got it. Double step right here. We got 1 last minute, all right? I know. So stepping to the side doesn't have to be that squat, right? But step wide if you can. Yes. Take it to the center. We're gonna take it on the diagonal. Step out, monster. Right here is a squat. But I want you to open on that diagonal to really open up the hips. Right, out, and in. Yes, you can. Right here. 4, 3, 2. Here's your last 10 seconds right here. Stay low, press out and in, out. Even lower. 3, 2, 1. Good burn, right? Go ahead and take that band off, shake them out. Woo! You may want to get a little hamstrings. You may actually want to do a little heel taps to open up that hip, right? Grab a sip of water. Yes, little heart rate up as well. A little interval training with that. Water. And let's take it back to our heavy weights. All right, team, so this is what we've got right here. Heavy weights. I'm gonna give you a series of exercises. I'm gonna talk you through them. I don't want you to stress too much about it, but I do want you to aim to go heavy as you can. If it's something like a lunge, you know you can do 15s or 20s. You can do any lunge you want. You can do a stationary, a reverse, a forward, whatever you want. So we're gonna start with that. Go heavy. And if you feel like you don't have super heavy, then I want you to do 1.5 sets where you go down, halfway up, and here. I want you to aim for maybe 8 to 10. If you feel like that's not enough, add a few more. So we're putting 10 minutes on the clock. It's gonna go quickly, I promise. We're just getting our major movements. And we're gonna try to go as heavy as we can or try to really get back to basics. Bend your knees to grab those weights and take it to something that would be challenging. By the time you get to the end of this set and everything only has one set, let's be challenged. Here we go. So if you're going heavy and you just got regular, I want you to go to 8 to 10. But if you feel like you get to that and you're not super challenged, I want you to add a couple more, okay? You don't have to do a ton, especially if you're someone who has just, 5s or 10s. You feel like you could go to 50. No need for that. This is just your regular lunge. We're gonna give our hands a break in between. That's 8 for me. So I'm gonna go 2 more right here. Set them down. Now what I want is by the time you get to that end of the set, whatever it is for you, is you to feel like, okay, I was pretty fatigued by the end. Not totally burnout, but fatigued. All right, so you gotta count and you just gotta listen to your body. If you wanna just stop when I stop, that's okay too. Same thing, other leg with that lunge. We're right here. Here we go. You've got 8 to 10 on your own pace. And if you got something lighter, I just want you to slow them down or do that halfway up and then all the way up those 1.5 sets. Good, keep breathing. Second one's gonna feel harder. That's intentional. Yes, team. I know this is gonna be 10 for me and I'm feeling it. There we go. Bend your knees, drop them down, shake it out. So we're about 1.5 minutes in, right? Catch your breath. These are really gonna get that heart rate up. Now we're gonna take it to a deadlift. So I want you to do that kickstand deadlift. So we're here, kickstand. You're gonna hinge, you're gonna drive it up. If you want the challenge, you can add the balance challenge with one leg, but again, I want you to go heavy, 8 to 10. If you need to slow it down to make it more challenging, go for it. We're 2 minutes in, kickstand. So you've got that balance. Here we go. Hinge, it's a hinge, not a lunge. I know you're gonna feel it because you just worked those legs, right? Weights come close to the front of the body, stand up straight. Your back leg is just for balance. Again, if you want the added challenge, you can add that single leg, but sometimes I feel the weight a little bit more when I'm here and up. And I feel like I can get a little lower, drive the hips to the back. I'm gonna go 2 more for 10. And up. Set those weights down. Yes, team. All right, we got same thing, other side. Kickstand, deadlift, 8 to 10. A little bit of balance here, hinge it. If you wanna go the balance route with a single leg, you can do that too. Woo, feeling that, I hope you are too, team. Here we go. Getting that good stance. And again, if you need more time in between, either you are added more reps or you started later or you need more rest, that is why we got the running clock. It does not matter. You don't have to finish this in a certain amount of time or a certain interval. You're just counting reps for you. And when you feel like that was a good set, try to make it even on both sides. But if you feel like you could crank out a few more, you're feeling too fresh, add a few more. Now I lost count, but I think that's 8. I'm gonna go 2 more. And last one. Boom. Excellent work. Team, shake it out. Woo. Little stretch here. All right, so next one, we're gonna go goblet squat to a side lunge. So we're gonna get 8 on the right, 8 on the left. So I want you to hold that kettlebell or dumbbell and then drop it. So you wanna go slightly lighter here to here, but I still want you to go heavy with it. All right, I'm gonna go heavy with this kettlebell. We got 8 on each side. Don't worry, team, we're getting there. So your goblet squat, you've got it here. So something a little more challenging, sit low, then drop it as you go into that side lunge. Then you're either gonna do a little clean up for some power, or you can keep it low the entire time. Here we go, 8 each side. Goblet squat, drive it up, drop it, side lunge. Goblet squat, drive it up, side lunge. So not as quick as if we had those lighter weights, right? Side lunge, I know. Boom. Bring it up. We are halfway there, team. I know, it feels like a lot. Halfway there on time. And if you're with me, just over halfway with this one. Get low. Boom. Yes. Give yourself a second. Now, we made this a longer interval with the 10 minutes, so you could have that break in between. All right, so we're gonna do it one more time. Other side. Oh man, my heart rate is up. We are getting up into those zones. So it's a high intensity interval training workout as well. So whatever recovery time you need, I know I told you to go heavy, so you may need a little more. That's okay. Then get the other side. Goblet squat, drop it down, side lunge. If you don't want to do that clean in between, squat, side lunge, that works as well. Here we go, team. Ooh, my legs are already feeling it. Here we go, sit low, drive it up, shift your weight, here, up, and up. Take your time. Drive up through the heels, keeping that chest open, core engaged. Yes. If you're with me, we got 2 more. Last one. And we got 3 minutes to go. Catch your breath, team. Guess what? After this, we're all core and accessory muscles, right? That is why I always tell you, you can get HIIT training without jumping or cardio. You can get cardio, you can get that heart rate up, you can get those intervals with going heavy with your weights. All right, team, so this is it right here. Here's what we got. We are going to do 3 kettlebell swings. If the swing is not right for you, I want you to do 8 reps of a deadlift 2 times. If you're doing the swing with me, we have about 2 minutes, and I want you to go heavy for 12 reps and then rest. Heavy for 12 reps and then rest. So we're doing them 3 back to back, but I want you to get that rest in between. You have 2 minutes to do it. Again, if the swing is not right for you, I want you to do the deadlift. If you're done the swing, we're gonna power up, lock it out, let it drop. It's only 12 reps. So go heavy. I don't even have my heavy one out here, but let's do it. Here we go. We got 2 minutes to get them in. Here we go. Power up. Count your reps. It's not many, so I want you to go heavy. If you want to just stop when I stop, that's going to be right here. Swing and relax. I'm going to grab my 35 because why not? I told you to go heavy. Oh, whoo. So get set. You have about a minute and a half. Again, we want 12 and 12. This is actually what we call sprint interval training. These are high intensity or sprint intervals to really get the heart rate up with something heavy in between. So whenever you're ready, 2 more times. If it's feeling too easy, I want you to crank out 15 or 20 and rest in between. Here we go. Bring it up. There we go. Another option, if you're experienced, is to do a handoff. That's gonna make it tougher. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it swing and relax. All right, team, so we got 45 seconds. Pedal those feet, stretch your back. Normally we don't do these back to back, but there's a reason for it. We wanna get that recovery, longer recovery. We got 30 seconds to go. So what do you got, 12? Or if you need more, get more, but really power through it, go heavy. Again, if the deadlifts, or if the swing's not right for you, let's get that deadlift. Here we go, team, this is it. Power it up, lots of power. Lots of muscle engagement. High intensity, heart rate getting up, muscles working hard, You got it. 5 seconds to go. Wherever you are. And breathe. And relax. Pedal those feet. So over in the BodyFit Athletic Club, we catch your breath. Grab some water, team. We've been talking in our menopause focus group about sit, sprint, interval training. That's an example of that, where we get a little bit longer recovery in between. Sometimes we may even go heavier, short intervals, but longer recovery. That's an example of that. It's good for any of us, but especially if you're getting into that perimenopause, menopause, or beyond years. But really great for all of us. Join me back here. All right, team, so move all of those weights aside. Maybe you've made a mess like me, and we're gonna take it down onto our side. We got 5 minutes of core. We're gonna incorporate the bands so we get some inner and outer thighs as well. I know that lower body is tired. I hope it is, I know mine is, but guess what? We're gonna make these short. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get some core and a little bit of outer and inner, but focus on the core, so if you don't have the band, don't worry. We got 5 minutes on this, and we're gonna start with our little clamshell and side plank lift. So you can do it 2 ways. You can bring 3 ways maybe. All the way up, all the way down. You can separate them out. If you want, do one or the other, or up, up, down, down. Here we go, 5 minutes on the clock. Take it up, slowly down. We're not rushing this. I want you to really think about zipping up the core. And here. We're staying on the knees so we can really lift and lift. Outer thighs and glutes, but especially obliques and core. Breathe. 2 more. And can you hold it up right here? Relax the leg down and just cross. 8. And up, obliques. 7. If that's not right for you, you can drop the hips and just do the twist, or you can just hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Swing those legs around. Let's take it to the other side right here. So get set. Here we go. Lift. Remember, we want those hips and shoulders to be aligned, but your knees can be a little bit in front. You can tell I have a little less range of motion on this side, and that's okay. My feet stay together, and then I'm gonna lift up. Take it up and down. Breathe. Two more right here. Hold this one up. Slowly lower that leg down, and here we go. Stay up if you can. Cross. 8 and lift. 7. Keep those hips lifted to get those obliques and all through the core. Yes, team. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it down. Ah, I know. Catch your breath, team. Let's take it down right here. So on to your back. We're gonna bring that band, if you have it, mid-calf, and we're gonna turn those heels in, toes out. And here's what we got. We got a little crunch and out. Crunch and out. Don't overthink it. If the crunch is not right for you, you just bring the heels in and then press out. So little frog, inner, outer thighs. Yes, you can. And then add the core to that, whether or not you're doing the crunch here or you're just engaging the core. That works. I know, team. Breathe. We got 4, squeeze them in. 3, 2, hold your feet up, squeeze the heels together, right here, out and in, but I want you to think about those inner thighs, core connected. 4, 3, 2, hold them out, pulse the crunch, but your entire core is zipping up to lift the shoulders. It's not just here, right? It's here. It's here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, team, keep the band right there at your ankles. We got a minute and a half to go. I want you to come in that plank position. If that's not right for you, you can stay on the knees. Otherwise, we're gonna take it here. We're gonna take it out and in, out and in. Squeeze out. Stay lifted in your core. I know we're feeling it. Hold it centered, drop the hips down and up, down and up. 1 minute to go. We are so close, team. Breathe, breathe. One more each way. Go ahead, bring it back. Slide that band above your knees. And here's what we got, team. We're gonna lift and lower for some glutes. High plank or low plank, last 30 seconds. Up to you. If you need to, you can stay on your knees, or we're here, up and down, lift and lower. So we're squeezing in the glutes, but I want you to really lift in that core. We want the core to be the main focus here. So if you're feeling like you're losing your form by adding those legs lift, I want you to squeeze nice and tight right through here. Make sure you're breathing. 10 more seconds. I know, I feel it too. It's a lot, but you got this. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, take that band off. Woo. Team, yes. All right, here's what we got. Go ahead, come up onto your feet. Let's grab a sip of water. Whew. Take those weights out of the way. Oh, don't do what I just did. Take them here and grab a sip of water. Core on fire. I hope yours is too. Cheers, y'all. All right, team, this is it. And here's the good news. It's a 4-minute round. No weights. We're gonna get, that core is still gonna work, but we're gonna take it body weight only, just for some muscle endurance. So 4 minutes where we get a lot of different variations of our lower body and core, but I'm gonna give you options as we go. Starting here, we're gonna curtsy lunge. 4 minutes is all we need, so hang with me. If the curtsy lunge is not right for you, you of course can just do a tap back. You can keep that front leg forward, right? Breathe. Right through here. Nice and easy. I know those legs are tired, but they have been working hard and they only have to do it for 3.5 more minutes. Breathe. I want you to hold this one down, right? You know it's coming. So hold it down, tap it in and out. Squeeze those inner thighs, push in the outer. You can stay up with it or get low, up and here. 2 more, up. I want you to hold it up right here. Watch me, I'm just moving so you can see. We're gonna take it down. We're gonna lift it up. Down, lift it up. So you can just go here. I want it to be a hinge so we get the back of the legs and the glutes. Down, up, yes, burn. Squeeze through here, inner, outer glute. 2 more, hinge low, drop the knees. 1 more, here we go. Let's tap them out. 1, almost a minute and a half. Down. You know we're gonna get that other side, and you know we can do it. Breathe, mobility. Take it in that curtsy, here we go. Up and down. Now I know, again, second side is harder. That's why we started with that left first, or my left, who knows. Pump those arms. If you can, get down in between. If you need to keep it a little higher, this works too. I know, I feel you too. 2 minutes down. Last one. Here we go. Hinge it down, lift in the glute. Hinge it down, lift in the glute. If you want to just do one or the other, that works too. Down and lift. Breathe. Yes, you can. Squeeze. Burn. Shake it out. Ha. We are so close, team. Whew. Can you take it with a plie right here? Down. Lift the heel as you come up. Squeeze. I know. You're feeling those quads burning. Breathe. Let's isolate those calf muscles. Low or high, up and down, right and left. Yes, you can. Can you take them together? Only if the balance is good for you. It's ankle mobility, it's strengthening the calves, but I know that's challenging. So you do you. Be where you are today. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap behind. Yes, team. What do we got to finish it out? 30 seconds. How about we get some side kicks? You can be here, or push it out. We're gonna get both sides. So we really get those legs working. I know, but we finish with some cardio. That's not right for you, keep it low. 4, 3, 2. You can balance on the wall if you need to, up and down. 15 seconds. Can we get them in? Low or high, whatever is better for you. Right here. 4, 3, there's your time. 2, 1. Woo! Spoiler, I had something different planned for that last one, but I thought, you know what our legs need? A little kick to finish it out, to get that heart rate up, to know that we are almost done with this workout, or we are done with this workout, right? Woo! Take it right here, team. Big stretch over to your side. We're gonna keep this cool down short, but please get some stretches through your back, through your calves, through your hamstrings, quads, hips, on your own as well. We're gonna take it right here. Roll the shoulder, press out gently. Yes, team. Let me know your thoughts below. Listen, I know it is not easy to not have that countdown clock, that interval clock telling you what is coming up, but sometimes it helps us stay focused on what we're doing, especially that middle set. I know where we went heavy. It's a good barometer, so I want you to use that of, was I doing those lunges and I felt like I could do a whole lot more? That's why we put it right in the beginning, or in the middle, I guess. Maybe it's time to get some heavier weights, or maybe it's time to incorporate those principles of progressive overload, like we talked about here, the 1.5 sets or slow sets or something. Things that we do a lot in my workouts. I'm always giving you a lot of different ways to get that progressive overload, to get that strength, that endurance, but it's good to sometimes just have to isolate. Little taps right here. Open up those hips. Have to isolate on your own to really see what you're feeling and how you're feeling it. But leave me a comment below. Let me know how you're feeling. Whoo, shake it out. Take your hands right here. Just a little standing cat, cow. And again, add some more back and hip stretches on your own. Leave me a comment, leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and spread the word. That really helps me. And if you're not here already, join us in the BodyFit Athletic Club. That's where you get all the extras, nutrition, Q&As, live streams, focus groups, so much more. One big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was your lower body burner workout. Great job, everybody.